Job hazard analysis is a critical tool for identifying hazards and managing risks before the work begins. The task leader is responsible for conducting the JHA and for ensuring that all aspects of the job have been thoroughly evaluated before the work begins. If he needs help, he can seek the advice of other vessel officers, shore staff, or third-party specialists before completing the JHA document. It is his job to ensure that no work begins until all hazards associated with the job have been identified and safeguards have been applied to all of the associated risks. Those safeguards may range from physical actions, like locking out a breaker, to procedural measures, including the use of appropriate PPE, monitoring the work, and ensuring that the work team has been properly trained. The JHA is not a tool for job justification. The process of hazard identification and risk control should be carried to conclusion whether or not you think the task is dangerous and whether or not it makes the work more time-consuming. The JHA may determine that the work cannot be carried out at all, at least until you reach port and have more resources to apply to the task. The process begins when the ship leadership team identifies a job task and the department head appoints a task leader. The pair carries out a site inspection to get a first-hand look at the work area. A pre-job site inspection is required for all work tasks. The procedure consists of a wide-ranging examination of hazards related to things like fire and explosion, toxic atmospheres, isolations, and defects in the vessel or its equipment, as well as personnel-related issues, ranging from slipping and tripping hazards to sharp edges, objects overhead, or the necessity of performing heavy lifts. Sometimes it takes out-of-the-box thinking to anticipate the full extent of what could go wrong. Their goal is to document all potential hazards and determine the actions necessary to control the associated risks. They should divide the work into a sequence of discrete tasks and establish a precise sequence of steps for the work party to follow. The task leader puts their recommendations in writing on the JHA form. As he prepares the JHA, the task leader determines which permits to work are required before the job can proceed. He also determines what operational procedures are required. For example, what systems must be taken out of service as the work is performed. He must consider not only the equipment to be worked on, but the skills and training required to enable personnel to perform the task safely. The systems that must be isolated before the work can begin, required tools and PPE, weather, sea conditions, and the time required to do the job, as well as other work underway that could affect the task he is evaluating.